60 Minutes, I discredit the media and demean you all so that when you write negative stories about me, no one will believe them. It sounds almost demonic, really, when you read that now. How much damage do you think that Trump did do to the press? And do you think that the press has got any better at contending with it since?
Yeah, I would take out the almost word, by the way. I mean, it was clearly totally cynical. I mean, I think we struggled with him at the beginning. I mean, first of all, I think one of our biggest mistakes was actually before Trump actually announced that he was running for president. We just didn't adequately take the measure of the level of grievance in the country. And there were a lot of people, and there are a lot of people struggling in this country, and they had real grievances against the so-called elites, particularly in Washington, and particularly against the press. And it led to a candidate like Trump, and we didn't anticipate that.
Well, that was a big miss, wasn't it, really, of the paper, that you didn't miss, you really missed that depth of feeling, and that Trump was such a surprise. I mean, why do you think that was, that actually?
Well, actually, why? Because we weren't out in the country taking the measure of what people's sentiments were. But once he actually declared as a candidate, I think we did a very good job here at exploring his life and his career, going in depth. I mean, we did a whole book on it, Trump Revealed, because we had done a series, and we went really deep on him. We enlisted another 20 reporters to work on that book. And when Bob Woodward disclosed that publicly at it was a conference of real estate developers or something like that. It's a weird place to come from, but Trump seized on that. The right-wing media seized on that. He attacked Bezos for that we were just like going after him. But you know, that his supporters, none of that really mattered to them. I mean, when he would talk about, I mean, even with his announcement, if he's talking about rapists coming from Mexico, they think of somebody who's going to do something about the border, whether it sounds racist or is racist or all of that. That's how we react. That's not how they react. When he talks about keeping Muslims out of the country, you know, we look at the constitutional issues involved there. But other people are saying, oh, well, he's going to do something about terrorism, and they're seeing it through a different prism than journalists are, and the way that other people in Washington are. And I think it's really important that we understand why people are seeing it through that prism.